Well, it's official. Nobody cares about their job anymore. And I'm sure that you've seen this with places that you go into, whether it's, a restaurant or a big box store or wherever you're at. People are just there for a paycheck and that is it. Now, I understand every once in a while, people get things wrong. Even we get things wrong every once in a while. I'm just being honest with you. And it literally makes us mad here at the shop because we did it. That's us. Our responsibility to the customer is to get you in, get you out as quick as possible with the correct part in your hand. And I want to tell you a quick story. Years ago when I started, 12 to 13 years ago, there was a gentleman that called up wanting some bearings. And I told him I've got them. Bring them on in and we're good to go. So he drove about 50 miles to come and get these bearings and this seal. And when he came here, he had the parts with him, put them on the counter, something like this. He said, "Son, you going to check those bearings for me?" I said, "No, sir, everything's good to go." There was a couple of people here at the counter, and I wanted to get them in and get them out because that was kind of my philosophy. Get them in, get them out, so they can get back to work. Customers don't want to be here. They want to be back out on the job, getting their job done. So I told them, "No, sir, everything's good. Same part number in the box is the same part number that is on your bearing. We're good to go." Well, as you can tell, about 45 to 50 minutes later, this gentleman ends up calling me. He's mad. And obvious so, the vendor put the wrong bearings in the right box. And all I could do was apologize to the guy. I just said, "I'm sorry for your inconvenience. Drive on back up here to the shop and we'll make it right, whatever we got to do." Now, that was my fault, literally my fault, because I should have checked what was in the box when I received those parts in. And I should have checked it, honestly, before the guy even left. Well, he ends up driving that 50 miles back, puts the parts on the counter, and all the gentleman did was look at me. And that was all he had to do. I apologized to him. Quickly, I pulled out a $20 bill, gave it to him, and said, "I'm so sorry for your inconvenience." And what that taught me was that time is way more important than any dollar anybody can make, or any dollar that they set upon themselves to create or buy. Because time is something that you can't buy and you can't get enough of. And we're always losing it every single day. So I apologized to the customer. We got him the right parts. I gave him that $20 bill. And honestly, he was happy before he left, which I was so grateful for. Because that could have turned into a customer mad and never came back. Now here at Crescent, we've been selling power industrial parts for almost 80 years, a little over 80 years, since 1945, to ag, to commercial accounts, selling hydraulic hoses, fittings, bearings, sprockets, O-rings, oil seals, tapered roller bearings, anything like that moves. We've been selling that kind of stuff. So when people come into the shop, there's a couple things that I've learned from that experience is number one, not only do I want to get you in and get you out fast, but I want to make sure that you get the right part before you leave. And that's really changed the way that I've done things here in the last 12 years, literally. So if I have to waste 1 to 2 minutes of your time, I literally could care less, because I'm going to take that digital caliper out and I'm going to triple check my ID of my bearing versus the ID of your bearing, to make sure that when you leave, if I waste 2 minutes of your time, to me, that's better than wasting 2 hours of your time. So as you go through the day, remember, people mess up. Every once in a while, people put the wrong thing in the wrong box, but the responsibility is on you. Responsibility is on me. And here at Crescent, we try to do that.